today we are butchering our meat chickens. So we actually have 9 out of the 40 alive right now, which isn't a great outcome. So we probably will not be using this hatchery ever again, or we're not doing Cornish cross again for a fact. So, but today is chicken butchering day, so we'll show you our setup. So we have our plucker, and that helps defeather them. We have our table, where we will gut them and take off the neck and do all that type of stuff. And then here is where we'll flip them upside down. They'll get dizzy, and then we'll cut the throat. And then we also have a pot of hot water over here, where we will be dunking the chickens in water before we put them in the plucker to like loosen up their feathers. So we're gonna get started now.
Give me the knife, please.
Oh, got his blood all over you.
Okay. Right. Okay, this water should be about 155 degrees to 160. And then we're going to dunk it in there and kind of swoosh it around a little bit. And basically all it does is just get the skin loosened up, and it will loosen up the feathers for us.
So we're gonna keep this in here for about 40 seconds. And as we're swooshing it around, the way we can tell it's done is by the skin of the legs. The skin will start slowly peeling off. We should be able to rub it off, basically. Okay, over to the plucker. Okay, so now that we just depucked this guy, first we're going to take off the head. Right in between two vertebrae. We like to say these were our dogs, so there's that. So we like to pull this back and cut out for this skin, because we are going to get the crop out and get all this loosened up. You're going to be very careful because the crop, yeah, see, I already got a hole right in the crop. So we're just going to pull out this and loosen up all this connective tissue that you can see. I'm actually going to cut the skin off because it gets in the way. I'm just going to put this over here. Keep getting all this connective tissue loosened up. Kind of go like that, loosen it there. Okay, so now we're going to take the oil gland off. Go like this. Be very careful because the colloquial is right there. There's that, so that's going to go in the gut bucket. Next is the legs, where you just find the cartilage in between these two parts, and you just nice and easily just cut around it. And you can save these for bone broth or dog treats. Okay, next is we're going down to the lower end and we're going to pull this out and cut out because the guts are right here and we really don't want to get poop everywhere, even if they haven't been eating. So we're going to go like that. And I like to just loosen this up like this after that. This part. And then you just put this down. I'll try it this way so you guys can see better. Put this down. And put our hand up here and just kind of go like that. Start pulling everything down. Keep going. So you got everything out. And then we're going to cut down here. Gotta be careful because the butthole is down here. Just very carefully. And you can actually feel the bone right here and here, so you kind of guide you to where it's at. And then we are going to take out the heart out of here. Oh, the heart. And then I'm going to take out the livers for the dogs. I'm going to dehydrate these, and these will be really yummy treats. This is poop right here, so we got to like kind of cut that off of here. We'll save this for the dogs for a nice treat. And everything else is going to go in the gut bucket, and that goes to the compost pile. So now we're going to rinse this out. If I can. Okay, and next we're going to hose this guy out. Guy, girl, whatever. Make sure we really get it clean. Okay, and into our cooler with ice next. Okay. And then we're going to chill here for 6 hours.
Okay, it's been 6 hours. Our chickens are nice and cooled now, they're nice and chilled. So we're going to go through and we like to cut them. We take the wings off, the legs off, the thighs, the chest, the breasts, and the tenderloins, and then we kind of put the carcass and some of the other scraps into the pot and make some broth. So we're going to show you what we're doing here. First thing I do is I take this neck skin and I just cut it off. Get out of my way. Okay, it's a pot one. Next we're doing the neck. You want to find the joint between the vertebrae. Give it a good cut and just give it a good twist. After you give it a good cut, comes right off, goes in the pot. Next I do the wings. You can kind of see where you want to cut. So, right. And as you're cutting, it'll kind of, if you do a good job, it'll just kind of come off. You don't have to pull. I'm not pulling anything. I'm just giving a little pressure on it. Now this one over here, it might be a little difficult. We had it break on the plucker, so. Okay, since this wing's all messed up, that's going to be broth. Okay, next we have the thighs. I take it and I open it up, put the skin up, get some of them bones to pop, joints. Okay, same deal. Put this down. Looks like we kind of broke the ribs out a little bit. It's alright. So same deal, you can kind of see where you want to cut. Okay, you want to find that hip joint. It's being weird since I broke the thing, but just put it down in a second, and we'll show you this one better to make it a little easier. Got that loose, the skin and all the tissue, and then it's gonna show you where to cut. Okay. And there's a bone in there you can kind of feel as you're cutting. You can feel the see a little bone there and a little bone here. And you can see it brought me right to the hip. Try and cut up into it too. Same deal, brought me right to the hip, and then it pops right out. Just cut around it. Okay. Now, like I said, we're going to be making broth out of the thigh and saving the leg. So you can kind of see, once again, it shows you where to cut. Follow the muscle a little bit. Okay, leg goes here, thigh goes in broth. Same deal. Okay, for the breasts, I like to take the skin off, backwards, and then there's like this little membrane here. Just kind of break it, and you can peel it back. Some deal, break it, peel it back.
It's okay.
What?
Oh, okay. I thought something was wrong.
Okay, it's a little weird to hold this, so I hold it here, and then this other breast, and we're going to take this one off first. Try it sort of like the center of the, I guess it'd be the sternum. What you're going to do is you're just going to, long cuts, and it sort of pushes you along the rib cage kind of pushes you out. And you can kind of see down here what's happening. Oh, there's a bone, that's what Okay. Okay, then that's the breast and the tenderloin. So here's the tenderloin right here. Just kind of comes off for you. Okay, you just need to cut down Just like that. Okay, 10 line there, pressed here. Now this one's a little weird since it's the last one here, so I go from the bottom so I can hold it. And it's just cut along the edge here, the line, the edge. And once again, you find the rib cage and it'll push you up. Keep you right where you need to be when you're cutting. Cut around the arm here, shoulder. Okay, carcass goes in for broth. And then this last tenderloin comes off. Okay. Now if you wanted to, you could trim some of this up. I'm going to trim this out because this is a piece of cartilage here. Just a little bit of something here. Okay. That's it.
Okay, so once Vinny's done cutting them up, I package them and get them ready for preserving. So with the wings, we like to vacuum seal them. And we usually do a pack of 4, but since that one only had 1 good wing, we'll just do 3. So we just use our vacuum sealer. Okay, so that's how our wings are. And Vinny requested this time around that we want to vacuum seal some breasts so we can make homemade chicken nuggets and different things like that. Because usually we can all the breast meat, but this time we're going to save a couple more. So we're probably going to only be able to fit 1 of each in here. So we're going to vacuum seal these ones. Perfect. Okay, and now the drums, or the legs, I guess, I like to put 2 in a package because you can't really fit 4 because these ones are pretty big because they're Cornish cross. So I'll put 2 in there. And we like to do it this way so they're already made into little meals for us. So we don't have to take out the whole chicken and defrost it. Everything's just broken out and it's just way easier. So with these tenderloins, I'm actually going to show a video on how we can our chicken. So that will be in a different video, but it is started here. So we'll just put these up until we have 1 inch of head space, 1 1/4 inch of head space, and then we'll can it up. But since we got to get through all the other chickens, we'll show you that process in a different video.